Good afternoon. I would like to introduce you all to Miss Hall. She is a military vet, and I want to thank you, Miss Hall, for taking time from your busy schedule to meet with me and to discuss the mental health issues that exist in the military. I have a couple of questions that I would like to ask. If you're ready, we can begin this interview. Are you ready, Miss Hall?
Yes, I am, and you're so very welcome.
Okay. As you know, I had shared with you before that I'm actually taking a course, and what we are doing research in regards to the culture of mental health in the military. And we do realize that things are handled a little bit differently in the military than it is in civilian life. So, to get started, I would like for you to just introduce yourself. What is your name, your full name?
My name is Deborah Hall.
And Miss Hall, or do you mind if I call you Deborah?
You can call me Deborah.
Okay, Deborah, are you active in the military or are you a veteran?
I am a proud veteran of the United States Marine Corps.
Okay, tell me just what is the difference when you talk about someone being active in the military and someone that's a veteran?
A veteran is someone who has served their time or done their duty for the country, and so they are no longer going to be deployed or having to stand duty and that type of thing. When you are active, you are most of the time being sent to a duty station and you're working.
Okay. And I guess I should not have asked you that particular question because you had shared with us up front that you are a veteran, and I did that in the intro. But I just wanted to educate, my listeners or my viewers on the difference between someone being active and a veteran. Would you mind sharing with us what your rank was when you were in the military?
I was a corporal, which is an E4.
E4.
Mhm.
Okay. Like I said before, is that we are studying the culture of mental health in the military. And I would like for you just to give me your opinion on the stigma and culture in the military regarding mental health.
Well, when I was in the military, um, if you had a mental health problem in the Marine Corps at that time, you were just considered not compatible for military service. In fact, I can recall being in boot camp and we had a young lady who had some issues and they just sent her home. Because in the military, you have a lot of pressure. And if during boot camp at that time it manifested itself, then they thought it would be best if you went home.
Okay. Now, one of the illnesses that I hear a lot about is actually PTSD. And I know some military personnel or individuals feel a certain way about PTSD when it comes to military individuals as well as civilians. I would like for you to share your views about PTSD, and do you feel as though civilians have been riding this PTSD wave?
Yes, I do. But first of all, I would like to say there are some people in the civilian sector who I believe suffer from this. But usually they would have to be, I think, in a very violent area. If you've been raised all the time in an area where there's constantly fear. And I believe some children are going to grow up with this from living in inner cities and having to deal with violence all the time. But I don't think on a whole that every time something happened to you that you suffer from that illness. What people don't understand, that illness is very serious. People have night sweats, people have flashbacks. I had an uncle that went to Vietnam, and I mean, we could be sitting around talking, and all of a sudden he would start saying, "There's that damn Vietnamese. There's that Vietnamese," and we'd be like, "What is he talking about?" He was having a flashback. So I think that people are suffering from some illnesses in society and from some pain, but I don't think they should be quick to say that's what it is. Because until you deal with a veteran or a person who has that, wake up in the middle of the night with night sweats, you don't know what it's like. So yes, I think we are riding the wave. I don't think civilians are doing it intentionally. I think they may be looking for something to describe what they're feeling or what they're going through. But until you've been to war and killed people and had people shooting at you and losing your limbs, I mean, until you've lived in that type of thing, I wouldn't be so quickly to say, this is what I have.
Well, Ms. Hall, I have one last question for you, and it is in regards to confidentiality and privacy. Since I've been taking this course, I've learned that there are times when the commanding officers can have access to your medical information if you go to a military doctor. And I just want to know from you, what is your personal opinion in regards to that? Do you think that commanding officers should have access to your records regardless to whether or not it's a military doctor attending you or if it's a civilian doctor?
I don't think they should have access to your health record, but I do think there should be an avenue available to them where they can find out if the person they're working with or supervising or commanding has a mental illness. And not as a stigma, but sometimes you just need to know what's causing a person to behave a certain way. So access to their record, no, but some type of avenue definitely should be available. They should be able to know if that person they're dealing with has some type of illness.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Ms. Hall, for this interview. You have been very informative, and I just want to say we really do appreciate your service to our country. Thank you so very much.
And you're more than welcome, and I do believe you said my check will be in the mail.
Thank you, Ms. Hall. Okay.